It never ceases to amaze me. I'm sitting next to people I've known for decades, and I still get excited when I hear this man spit his flow that's so unique to him. He has such a signature flow to me.
Oh, you're too kind. You're too kind.
It always has. When Black Star first came out, always me and King Tech used to just sit and analyze. We did too much. We analyzed everything.
Y'all are part of my legacy, my foundation. Wake Up Show is part of my story.
Right.
You know?
Wow.
Yeah.
You a part of ours.
That's right.
We got your song added on the beat back in.
You did. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Right. And that was a big deal because that opened it up for other music that wasn't so-called mainstream or backed by big conglomerates.
That's right.
To get ads. Nobody paid for that ad.
That's right.
We got them to add your song on the beat, and we couldn't believe we were able to do that, but that was able to give them exposure not only in L.A., but we would syndicate all around the country, and we felt like Black Star was the perfect representation of what the culture is at that time and even now. Give it up for Talib Kweli, man.
No doubt. If I had an applause button, I'd be pressing it right now.
You did it right there by yourself, right? Wow. You didn't come along, man. You did not come along, man.
Notice that I never come along.
Yeah, you do that. Mad Lib
last
came with
time, my son and Mad Lib.
Yeah,
you know, it's a family thing.
Yeah, and he doesn't tell you shit either. It just comes.
You got to get it in how I got to get it in. We fit it in that.
Yeah, well, won't you do the introduction of this powerful person sitting next to you?
Yes, so Javoti Media, which is my company that I release my music through, we've released a number of projects this year, but in the last 2 months, we've actually released 2 albums. And in August, we released the second album by my good friend, Jessica Care Moore, poet laureate of Detroit and the world. And the first album we did on Javoti was a more jazz soul album, but this one is a rock and roll album. It's a group effort with Stephanie Christian called We Are Scorpio, and I have Jessica Care Moore in the house.
What up, though? What up, though? Detroit is in the building.
Detroit, Michigan, Jessica, Black girls, rock.
That's right. It's Black women rock.
Black women rock. There
so
you
we
go.
clear for 20 years.
There you go. Black women rock. Man. Jessica.
Yeah.
Nostradamus.
That's how I met you, man.
You met me
Shout out to Rich Nice.
Rich Nice.
Yeah.
Right? Rich
and
Nice.
Nas, man. Nas was the first rapper I ever recorded with. That was 99.
The prediction and
the prediction and outcome.
He
said he wanted me to be the first and the last thing on the album. It was real beautiful.
Nas said that
he
to
did.
you.
Yeah, and I've seen him the last few years. He's beautiful.
Yeah.
And really, I told him, you did it first. He said, let him know.
Yeah. We letting him know.
The legend is true.
25 years ago.
Yeah, at least.
Okay. And then who are you then, though? Like, that must have been a huge moment for you.
It was. Well, he saw me on the Apollo. I'd won the Apollo already in 1995.
You didn't just win
95.
once. You won 5 times.
You won 5 times.
I won a couple times on the record.
They had to retire her.
Made some her story at the Apollo.
Her jersey is in the rafters.
Yeah, and he saw it like everybody else did. You know, like back then, KRS One and Wu-Tang and all those brothers, they were all doing the Apollo then. It was coming on at 1 a.m, and Nas knew, and he came up to me during my sound check. I had been brought on as a professional guest, and he came up and shook my hand during my sound check and said, "Keep doing what you're doing." And that was that was a couple years before I recorded with him.
Wow.
So yes, I wanted him to flirt with me, but he didn't. He was really respectful. No, he's very respectful. I was like, dang, all right, all right, fine. I'll just record on your record.
What, is he tall enough?
Yes. I make exceptions. Shut up. Anyway, I love Nas for that, and I was a big fan of his. Like, Illmatic's one of my favorite records of all time. I'm a Nas fan.
You're so hilarious.
I know what my friend likes.
Yeah. And we've been rolling for a long time since Nkuru Book. So,
but you did the Jeezy thing. What was it called?
Jeezy, Church in these Streets.
Church in these Streets.
Yeah, Eternal Reflection. Eternal. He wanted to give a nod to actually Talib on that, so it's called Eternal Reflection.
Jeezy wanted to give a nod.
Yeah, that's why they called it Eternal Reflection as a nod to Reflection Eternal.
Okay.
Absolutely, yeah. And Jeezy, honestly, when he reached out to me, I was like, okay, and I had to Google and make sure I was doing the right thing. But I really enjoyed his music and what he was doing.
She was like, "What's all this snowman stuff?"
Yeah. Detroit loves Jeezy. Listen, Detroit loves Jeezy, and I couldn't tell that. I couldn't tell no. And then then I was on Common's last 2 records. So that's what Kareem Riggins brought me into that.
Kareem.
Shout out to Kareem Riggins and Common. You know.
And then you got the new project now.
We Are Scorpio. It's a rock and roll project. That's the record I was trying to make when I made the jazz soul project, Black Tea with Talib. Stephanie Christian's a powerhouse rock singer, and I've been producing black women rock for 20 years. I support black women who play rock and roll.
Yes.
You know, I got some songs. I got bars on that record.
Rock
Sway.
and roll nigga. That's a
rock
song
and roll
right
nigga.
there.
That's a song.
We gotta play that one.
That song is like I would say that song is like the mission statement of this record, because a lot of people don't know that rock and roll really with people like Big Mama Thornton,
Rosetta Tharpe.
Rosetta Tharpe, started by black women.
Yeah.
You know,
It's the blues.
Say that again.
Yeah, rock and roll started by black women
Yeah.
specifically. You know what I'm saying?
Name some of those women.
That's Rosetta Tharpe. When, you know, we all know Grace and Tina Turner, and Betty Davis is who I've been doing Black Women Rock for. Who, if not for her, Miles Davis would never become the greatness that he became, because she unloosened the tie and introduced him to Sly and the Family Stone and Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
So, and just you have to think about the gospel and the blues. Like that's what the rock and roll comes from. So they repackaged rock and roll in this white package, this white blonde haired guy playing drums, and that's not what it is at all. It's our music. It's our stories,
And a lot of those white artists was just repeating reference vocals.
Exactly.
Elvis wasn't Elvis.
Nah, man.
Was a hero the most.
Yeah.
But he never meant shit to me.
That part.
Straight out racist.
So yeah, I mean, this
Fuck him and John Wayne.
You don't want to do a simple play.
Shout out to
Heather just
Chuck
wanted to
D.
get to the punchline.
Right.
All right. Well, Jessica, you definitely get your mind ready, because you know we're gonna have you do something.
All right.
Okay, then you just brought my. I can't believe we never met.
You never met J. Ross, so I got J. Ross. So
J. Ross is up in
Ross
here,
is
man. Come
in the
on, man. Come on.
So Sway,
Ohio.
you said you want to hear Jessica do something, and so do I. And normally I come up here and I rap as one of the hyenas.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm
Shit,
saying?
you one of the lions.
But I said to Sway, I was like, listen, I'm almost 50 years old. This is my 21st album. Y'all gotta go back and catch up with some of them raps that y'all didn't catch. That's why I'm glad you played that old freestyle.
Yeah.
Me and J. Rawls and we started this album in March, and it's out now. So from March to now, there's a lot of raps I had to write
Nah, man,
and
you
memorize and learn.
Yeah.
We just did Jimmy Fallon. We did Good Day New York. We just did a tour. We did Jazz Cafe in London. We did Lisbon. We did Barcelona. Yasin Bey came up out the audience.
I saw that
saw
clip.
that?
Wait, hold up.
Wow.
And you was doing Move Something.
I was doing Move
Something.
And then it became a Black Star show.
Yo, and he came out of. You didn't know he was there?
So I spoke to him, and that was funny because he lives there.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm in town. He said, yeah, I'm coming. I hit him the day before, I'm coming to the show. 10 minutes before I walked on stage, he called me. He said, yo, your show's tomorrow, right? And I said, no. I'm going, me and J. Ross. He hasn't seen J. Ross since J. Ross produced Brown Skin Lady on the Black Star album. He hasn't seen J. Ross since then. He was like, all right, I'm coming. I was like, all right, well, I'm going on stage in 10 minutes. That was our first song. Wow. We walked out to Move Something.
Yeah, I saw that.
He came up out the audience.
I saw that with an outfit
like-
on.
It was an outfit.
It was an outfit.
It was an outfit.
All he needed was
Did the
a staff.
audience move when he walked? Did he part?
He just came like
He looked like Moses, so
Exactly. Parting the Red Sea.
But yes, we have the professor of hip hop from The Ohio State University, the producer of Brown Skin Lady, the producer of Lone Catalyst, the member of JR with John Robinson,
Liquid Crystal Project.
Master Ace.
Master Ace. We got J. Ross in the house.
J. Ross.
What's going on, man? How y'all feeling out here, man? Hey, I don't know how we haven't met. I'm happy to meet y'all. Like, this is a big deal for me, yo.
Man, J.
So,
Ross,
I'm
man.
here, man.
Bro,
Columbus, in the building.
I go so far back with you, and we never met in person.
Nah,
like your
man.
music, this is when we always read the credits first.
Yeah.
You
Oh, that's
know?
way back.
Wow, man. How far you go back with me?
Concrete Jungle, man.
Look at his face.
Did I get you? He wasn't ready for that. He said, wait, what'd you say? He said, what'd he say? I'm old school, bro. I've been doing this for a minute. This is what I do.
Yo,
Sway
Sway looking at you like,
Because this room don't even know what you're talking about. Heather does. DB does. This room don't even know what you're talking about.
Man. We go back to them days, man.
Context, man. I'm down there teared up right there, Talib. What you fucking doing, Talib? You doing this on purpose?
That's right. I do this on
Concrete
purpose.
Jungle was King Tech and I signed a major record deal in 1990 with Giant Warner Brothers, and we were one of a handful of people from the Bay that was able to get major record deals. And the album we put out was Concrete Jungle. J. Ross, man.
That's
I'm
a real
teenager,
crate digger
man.
right
That's
there.
a man. I don't expect
I
none
live
of
in the
that.
crates.
Wow.
I stay. I mean, I'm a music connoisseur. I listen to all kinds of music, so that's what I do. But you know, I'm an assistant professor of hip hop with a PhD at The Ohio State University. So
Come on.
this is what I do, man.
So you and High Tech cool?
Most definitely. Oh my goodness, definitely.
So whenever I say King, I gotta separate King Tech from High Tech.
Yeah,
People
yeah.
used to think they were the same
Same
people for
person.
the longest time. Man, it's good to meet you in person,
Yeah,
man.
indeed. Thank you.
Thank you,
Good to be
Talib Kweli, man. Oh, man, that's what I do,
man. I'm a connector, man. I'm the plug.
Swell guy, man.
Conduit.
The confidence of knowing.
Yeah.
Yes.
This whole project conceptually really I resonated with me.
Good.
You know, as I listened to some of the themes and some of the songs and a lot of the things that you touch on with confidence.
That's right.
You know, like there's no question in what I'm saying. I
Ain't
know
no
what
question.
what this is. The confidence of knowing. When did you first obtain that for yourself?
As a artist, early, you know, the confidence of knowing is something I heard Jay-Z say in an interview with someone. And Jay-Z, he speaks in like Proverbs. You know what I'm saying? When he gives you a jewel, it's usually something he got from someone else.
Okay.
So I heard Jay-Z, he kind of just offhandedly said, you have, as an artist, you have to have the confidence of knowing when you first start, you have no fans. And everybody in the world tells you that to be an artist is crazy. It's not stable. You got to go get a real job. And you have to know that even though the world is telling you that you sound crazy, that you know better. You know what they don't know. You have the confidence of knowing that this is what you're supposed to do. And I'm like, that's how I've always lived my whole life. So when working with Jay Rawls on this new album, as we started working on the songs, things that have happened in my life recently, I just felt like, okay, what I need to talk, what would be therapeutic for me is to talk about what I know. And that's why the first song, Breath Eyes Memory, which is a nod to Edwidge Danicott's book, classic Breath Eyes Memory. I say, this is my therapy. I'm very much alive. You know, I'm searching for the truth, so the lies try to bury me. I'm talking about things I go through, but it's about knowing that they lying, knowing that you know the truth.
Yeah, and you watching them lie in your face.
Yeah.
It's an art to that too.
Yes, indeed.
It's an art. That's a deeper conversation.
Yes,
I'm gonna
indeed.
tell you the lie.
Right.
And-
As a matter of
and-
fact, I'll tell you your lie better than you trying to tell
Come
it to
on
me.
now. Come on.
I'll tell you the lie better than your truth.
Right.
Wow.
In that particular song, you also make a comment about art and how it differs. What art means to Europeans, and then what
I
art.
did say that. A lot of Europeans got mad in the comments.
Oh, really?
Shout out to the Europeans.
Shout out to my European brothers and sisters.
Yeah, but just say what you said. That art for Europeans is just for the sake of art.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I mean that's you know, that's just a fact. You know, if you study art history, which I haven't.
Oh, wow.
But I study history. I
Yeah.
know about history, and I know about
Right.
racism and the social construct of race, because race is not a real thing. That's why I said European versus African, because that's more of a real thing than white versus black. But yeah, and when you go to a museum, go to the Natural History Museum, when you look at African art, it's a lot of artifacts. It's a lot of spoons and bowls and things that people used in their everyday life to live. The art was practical, it was necessary. The European standard of art has traditionally, or more generally, been you have the luxury of just interpreting the world, just looking at a painting on a wall. You see a picture of a flower, you can paint the flower how it looks like, and there's a beauty to that. I'm an artist, I love seeing that. I wasn't dissing European art when I said that. I was just saying, for Africans in this world, is not that's not the nature of Africans. That's the nature of capitalism. That's the nature of racism. Is that our art is not celebrated in that way. So when you think about art for Africa, they're like, oh man, it's really stuff they stole. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Tell the
Talib
truth.
Kweli.
And I also got to add to that point, what we do is art. What a lot of people do on the internet is create content. And we big up these content creators, and we excuse a lot of nonsense by saying, well, at least, you know, he get the clicks and views. At least he's a content creator. You can't hate on his hustle. Nah, I can disagree with that, though.
Yeah.
You know, you got somebody, a girl could fart in a jar and sell that online, and that's a content creator.
Right.
That's different than what we do.
Define art and define content.
I
in
think,
your opinion?
I think art is freedom, and art is the right intentionality behind it. There's art that doesn't resonate with me. There's art that's not for me. There's art that I don't like, but I still can say that that's art. When you're just trying to create art is always good. Content is often not good.
Art is a resistance.
Yeah.
Yes.
Content is just Content.
And I feel like art speaks to your heart, and content just speaks to like your eyes.
Come
Right.
on.
That I would encourage
That part.
all the artists to, you know, so you got to get your coins and you got to get your numbers up and you got to pay attention to the algorithm if you're making money on the internet. But if you call yourself an artist, I would encourage you to stay away from looking at yourself as a mere content creators. All artists are content creators by default.
Yes, yes.
But what we do is way deeper.
You have a song, I want to say, is it We Outside?
We outside.
We Outside. And,
Video for that coming next.
And when I listened to that song, I felt like it spoke to this conversation that we're kind of getting into now, being outside. To me, man, we're outside of the systems that keep us locked in. We're outside of that algorithm, right? Thinking, Heather tells me to get off my phone all the time, you know, because I'm just, you know, sometimes I start, you know, doing that scroll shit.
Yeah.
But I know how to separate myself from it. Most kids don't know that there's a ability to even separate. And most people will tell you can't escape it.
Yeah.
You can't escape these systems. You can't escape these algorithms. And I believe, too, that these algorithms are divisive.
Yes, they are.
They are.
Right? And
Because you have to create to be a content creator. Like, you know, it's well documented that a lot of these places that people gather on the internet, I'm not welcome at.
yeah. You've been kicked off,
Yeah,
kicked
so-
out, all kind of.
So it gives me
Couple
a new.
spaces.
Ever since I've not been welcome there, it gives me a perspective. And sometimes I get FOMO, and I'm in a group chat, and people put Instagram links in the group chat, and I gotta go through a whole extra effort for me to see what everybody's talking about. And but then it's like, is it worth it though?
Yeah.
Is it worth it? Do I really need to see this meme of someone talking about something? Do I need to see this? What everybody's laughing at?
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like it, but you know, there's people I respect. You know, I look at, you know, a Willie D, who I watch, or I look at I like what Willie D has to say, or I look at a Rockness has his Rock Nation. It's bubbling. It's not as big as Willie D, but he be giving his hot takes on the. And I look at these, and Joe Button and them sit around and talk about the hot takes of the day, and they got the ticker looking like ESPN of what you know what I'm saying, and I'm like, I love and respect it, and I click on these things.
Yeah.
But I would hate, as being on the outside, I'm like, man, it's a blessing that I'm not allowed on the internet in certain cases, because I would hate to have to find something to talk about.
Yeah.
I saw Rock on his you know, YouTube talking about, man, I didn't even want to talk about nothing. I didn't want to. It was hard for me to find something to talk about. I had to serve the algorithm, because if you take a break, he said this, and then he said, and then Diddy got arrested, so now I got a lot to talk about.
Right.
And I was like, oh, so you kind of have to like be involved in the drama in order to even do it.
You gotta keep feeding the monster.
Yeah. And then you get rewarded for that. You can make money as an artist. People complain about the streaming rates. You know, the last Black Star album, we didn't put it out on DSPs. Yassine don't like the DSPs, and he's correct about that.
He's very correct,
You know?
as we're finding out. Go ahead.
Yes, but you can make money if you're willing to feed the machine.
So y'all did the direct-to-consumer thing?
Yeah, Black Star album is on Bandcamp right now. Black Star Bandcamp, and in November we dropped the vinyl. I signed like 500. Me and Yassine signed like 500 vinyls, so we got signed vinyls available.
I had Raheem Devon come up here and said he's using Even now.
Yes.
Which is different from Apple Music, right? And Tidal and the other ones, and he's getting his lion's share back. He feels like that's a more you could be more autonomous there. It's more proprietorship.
Yeah. I don't know exactly what Even is, but I know that whatever you do, whatever you can do to figure out how you can increase what goes in your pocket is a great idea.
Okay, look, we got some callers too, man. Kurt is on the line from Columbus. All these Columbus people calling J. Ross. Oh man, Kurt, go ahead, man.
What's going on? Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing today?
Feeling good, feeling good.
Ross, man, I just called to tell you we love you. The city love you. Keep doing what you're doing, bro.
Yo, thank you, man. Appreciate it. CO all day. You know what
doubt.
it is.
Okay, he just thugged out on us right there.
Hold on, wait.
Yeah, yo.
CO thing?
Was that a Columbus gang sign?
Hey, man, don't tell me.
Kurt, what up,
Everybody got
Kurt?
their own language.
Hey, Sway, I called. We talked before. Sway, I called when who was up there? When Rashad was up there last time.
Yeah, Rashad from Columbus too.
Shout out to
Oh,
Rashad.
that's right. Rashad was up there. Yo, damn.
Yeah, I used to be in 8-bit genetic code.
Oh, my man. Okay. All right,
yeah.
Kurt, man. Good to have you
Good
back,
looking,
brother.
man.
Kurt, hey,
Good to have
man.
you.
Kurt, you a real one. You really be tuned in to us, too, man. Thank you, brother. You a real citizen.
It's way in the
All
morning.
right, thank you. All right, Sincere is in Columbus. What up, Sincere?
Hey, Sincere.
What's going on with y'all this morning? Peace and blessings to the kings and queens.
Yes,
Peace.
indeed.
So sincere.
Yes, yes. So I just wanted to make a quick comment, man. My man Talib Kweli over there, I hear you.
Yes, sir.
So We got the exact same name, man. My name Talib. They call me Sincere. I'm in Columbus, Ohio. I'm from Washington, D.C.
Oh, that's a beautiful attribute, brother.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah, sincere student. You already know what it means.
No doubt. Peace to the gods.
Peace to the God. So listen, bro. I wanted to give you a verbal apology for what was done to you at that concert a couple of days ago here in Columbus, Ohio.
What happened, man?
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Some ignorant ass motherfucker was talking crazy to him while he was on stage performing.
It happens.
He's used to it.
Yeah, it happens, bro.
He's fine.
I sent my wife to see you. You know what I'm saying? Because we revolutionaries over here. We all about this recalcitrant movement. We must first and foremost must respect the Sway. I listen to you quite a lot, bro, and I really never get a chance to really get on this radio thing because I work a lot, I'm doing a lot. But I wanted to jump in because Talib on here. You feel me? I had to get in.
Thank you, bro.
You feel me?
Thank you.
For sure, man. He's a great inspiration to the music industry where we really need to be hearing. I know we pump a lot of music out here. I'm 54 years old, man. I've been around for a while. And, you know, I listen to a lot of music, and right now I'm kind of displeased with what we listening to, but it's a silver lining when you get to see your greats, like he said, the Bum Bees, the different people that's putting out a positive message to try to influence the youth to move differently.
No
right
doubt.
now, violence is moving across the country. We're seeing a new focus, a new awakening. Y'all spoke about capitalism. Capitalism has always been a ruling thumb in this country.
That's right.
Right now, we're seeing the opportunity for minorities, or as Karl Marx said, proletarians to get their money right. All I say is that you keep doing what you're doing, bro. Promote us to be positive, think positive, look into ourselves, and write a lyric for your life. One time I was in prison, I heard a guy who was handing off CDs and stuff. He said, "Hey, man, can I use one of your CDs?" And the other guy said, "Man, what you want the CD for? Your life don't play to a soundtrack." And I was like, whoa. So everybody's life plays to some form of soundtrack, and I'm appreciative to the soundtrack that you add to my life.
Man, I appreciate you so much.
You and my brother Yasin.
That's right. Thank you, Sincere. I appreciate you, and I appreciate you sharing that knowledge with us. And I can tell that you're not just well-read, but you also in these streets, and that's a good balance.
You embody your name.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yes,
I've been here for a while, man. I've been here. I know a few people. Sway knows some people. You know, back in the game, you know AB, don't you? Anthony Butler from back in the game, Sway.
Hey, man, don't start saying names. Of course, AB, that's my guy. I was with AB at the Apollo when we sent off big Fat Man Scoop with his family. AB is always there. Yeah, man. That's my brother.
That's one of my brothers.
Shout out to AB.
We come from the same.
You know AB.
I know
We come
AB.
from the same. We come from the same background. Me and him shared the bank together. We was cellmates. That's my brother. From another mother.
So you know how far he's come, and I know how far you have, Sincere. Thank you for
I did.
Well, Sincere, I'm going to get to these other callers, Sincere. I'm going to get to these other
Yeah, go ahead. Peace and blessings, y'all. Y'all have a great
God
day.
bless you, man.
No,
All right,
I appreciate him saying that. You know, just to so this is what's funny about what happened in Columbus on last Saturday is that people come on.
Rawls, you all right, man?
Oh, man.
People come on the internet and say things
Right.
to strangers, right? And then when strangers respond to them, they clutch their pearls. Well, how could you be so mean to me? And I'm a victim, brother, and how could you say this to me? And you know, this is what happened to me often. Like, you know, when I was on the internet, I never ever, there's a common misconception about me because it's a story they tell, it's a lie, that I'm going around to people's pages and having issues with what strangers say. I don't got time to do that. I did have time to check people on my page though. You know what I'm saying? So people would come to my page and be pro-Trump or have an issue with something I would say and I'd be like, you know, fuck off or fuck off my page or, you know, give them the same energy they showed up with. And then they don't tell that part of the story. They just say Kweli is mean. He's bullying me on the internet. And so I go to do a show. There's a lot of love I got in Columbus. I'm in the bathroom, and there's the dude in the bathroom smoking a cigarette, like one of them bullies from the 70s. You know, they used to be in the bathroom waiting for you.
Waiting on you.
You know what I'm saying?
Did he have the cigarette pack in his T-shirt
Rolled up,
rolled
you know
up
what I'm
into
saying?
your...
He was smoking a cigarette in the bathroom, and you know, I was having a man moment in the bathroom, doing what men do in the bathroom, and he's talking to me, and he's like, "Yo, your name is," he goes, "Your name is Talib. You Talib, right?" Right? He goes, "You Talib," and I didn't respond. He goes, "Yo, can you hear me? You Talib?" And I'm like, "Bro, not right now. Not right now. Let me finish." Yeah. I finished. I washed my hands, and while I was washing my hands, he said, "Yeah, because you had called me a black Nazi online." Oh, no. Right? Way. So now I'm like, okay. So I turned and when I finished washing my hand, I said, what the fuck did you just say to me? He said, I didn't say nothing. I said, no, you said something about I just called you a Nazi. He said, no, I ain't say nothing. I said, yeah, all right. And then I told J. Rawls people. So I said, yeah, there's a guy smoking cigarettes in the bathroom. I know there's no cigarette smoking in this class.
That's first, right? First and foremost. Let's start with that. Like, come on.
Bring snitching back.
Right. It was like, yeah. I said, yeah, his vibe's a little weird. He's like, you need us to do something? I said, he said something about I called him a Nazi. I told him, I said, it's a black guy. It said, but they misheard me, right? So then J. Rawls peoples, they leave. They come back with their phone. They show me pictures of all the white people in the club. Like, was it him? Was it him? Was it him? I'm like, no, it was a black guy.
That's hilarious.
So he's like, well, there's too many black people in here. We don't know. I was like, don't worry about it. He's not a real threat. I stepped up to him. And he backed down. I don't feel like he's a real threat.
Yeah.
So now we doing the show. And he come up during. I see him come from the back, and he's like, he got his camera phone up, and he's taping, but he's being belligerent with it.
Yeah.
It's to the point where I was like, okay, you want to make this about you. So I stopped the music. I said, Ro, stop the music. I said, yo, you the guy that was trying to talk to me while I was peeing in the bathroom, right? I said, tell everybody what you said. Right? And he said, yeah, you called me a black Nazi. I said, now, I don't know what you said to make me call you that, but it seems like I was correct with the way that you act in public. If you act like this in public, you probably was acting the same way online, where it's even safer. Right. And then he started like bucking up. And I was like, well, what you going to do about it? He had a drink and he put his drink down. And then when he put his drink down, I threw the mic down, but then Rawls peoples grabbed me.
Thank God. Yo, I'm behind the booth. I'm looking for the next song. I'm like, wait, look up, like, wait, what?
Yo.
So shout out to Columbus.
Yeah, man. Hey, bro, you're approaching the half century. So.
That's right.
Yeah,
I say it on the first song on the album.
Okay, I know. You can't be running in clubs fighting.
Oh,
you can't do this
I
no
agree.
more, man.
I
No more,
agree.
man. You Talib Kweli.
I concur.
Yes. Don't do that, man. But I'm glad you broke that down.
Yes.
Because that does often happen. You don't see the people that talk to you, vice versa, and when you get in their face, it's something totally different.
Yeah. See, it was he was bucking up when he had that camera out.
Yeah.
When it's just me and him in the bathroom, it was a whole different energy.
It's a whole different. People better be careful.
Okay, so how did it end? I'm sorry.
He got kicked out.
Okay.
And turned and he said, I forgot this part. He in the bathroom. He goes, I went to high school with J. Rawls. Yeah, you would call me a
your
black
friend?
Nazi.
No,
J. Rawls, man.
Yo, just somebody went to high. It's all me.
This was a setup.
I'm like, how did we come to Shade 45, Sway in the morning, and talk about
This. All right.
Because it's sincere.
Let's switch it.
I wasn't
going
gonna bring it up. Sincere brought it.
Okay, Jessica is here, man. Let's go into her new music. She got a new album. It's called
We Are Scorpio.
And it's a song that you're on, Talib, called what?
I am on the song Super Duper Star,
Star.
but I think we should play the Rock and Roll Nigga song.
Rock
Let's
and
do
roll,
it.
nigga. Where you from?
Rock and roll nigga.
Yeah. Little easy listening.
I like that. Jessica Caramore is here.
Yeah, going after that spoken word Grammy. You know, shout out to my brother Jay Ivy.
Jay Ivy been swooping them up.
Yeah, man.
Black-
That's my brother in Chicago. But it's time for a woman to come get it.
Come on. Good luck to you on that too. I love that that's now a
finally.
a category. And
Finally,
a lot of us fall for that, right?
Yeah,
Torey, shout out to Torey here at Sirius XM.
Absolutely. Come on.
Black Ice just put out a project as well. I know that's family.
Queen Sheba, Mari Hardwick.
Yo, remember what
Shout
we did during the
out to
pandemic?
Amari Hardwick.
Yeah. What you say, baby?
Remember we were on that Zoom thing during the pandemic. We
Absolutely.
did that, right?
Yeah, come on.
What was that? What was that?
We did. I hosted the Deaf Poetry Jam. It was a fundraiser for Raz Baraka in Newark, New Jersey, which I agreed to do it.
Okay.
But Deaf Poetry Jam is family.
Okay.
You know.
I wanted to bring in some more icons.
Okay.
For what's about to take place.
All right.
One of which is one of the most celebrated lyricists to ever pick up a pen, who's done one of the most explosive verses that's ever been done on this show, Sway in the Morning. We got the legendary one right here, TuneCore's finest drama hour. Give it up for the one and only Papoose.
Yo, I just gotta say,
Oh man.
if you're not
Come
if you're
on,
not
man.
watching Papoose rap in his car on the internet,
Oh man.
you're wasting your life.
Crazy,
I don't
bro.
know. I don't know where you posting these things at. They just make it to my algorithm, my radar.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, just a verse will come up in my feed of you in your car, just with some intricate bars.
Man, say what up, Pap. Say something to the people, man.
Hey, look, man. First and foremost, that's a hell of an introduction, bro. I want to thank you, brother, and also to the living legend. Thank you, brother.
Yes, sir,
I
yes,
appreciate
sir.
that, man. I'm just happy to be. I really got to step my show up, man. This shit like a party in here.
I brought you in, man. There's no limitations. So tell them when your show come on, brother.
Hey, listen. Every Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern, rock the bells. Y'all gotta tune into the Drama Hour. I'm working really hard on the show, and I'm learning from the best, like my brother Sway. But more importantly, you know what I'm saying, equally as important, I'm carrying on the legacy of the late great K. Slay, my brother.
And then also here, man, this is a radio juggernaut right here. He's iconic in his own right. We were having a conversation about college and community radio and how important that has been to the culture. And he's one of the staples. He's one of the pillars. He's been doing this longer than some of these artists been alive. Come on,
right.
man. There would be no Sirius XM Shade 4-5 if
right.
it wasn't for him. He's in the fabric of it. He's at the nucleus of it.
He
ladies
was in the
and gentlemen.
Curious George video.
Come on, he was in the Curious George video with his hair.
With his hair.
And he's one of Heather B's most favorite people. Give it up for the one and only Lord Sear, y'all. Lord Sear.
What up? Thank you. Much love, chilling God. You know,
What kind of cologne you got on, Sear?
it's called Polo, something that Heather B don't got.
I'm done. Too quick.
Well, I thought first of all, you know, once again, J. Rawls, I want to thank you for coming.
you.
All right, y'all got the new project and it's called
The Confidence of Knowing.
with Talib Kweli.
Kweli, J.
I've
Rawls.
been listening to it. They got a lot of bangers on this, and this is the
Wait,
continuity.
we should name who's on it real quick.
Go
Yes.
for it.
Oh man.
Coast Contra,
Yeah, man.
Tri-State, Razcast, Feel the Agony,
quit.
IDK, Planet Asia, Georgia Ann Muldrow, Jametta Rose, Blue, Nico Is, Soline, who I forgot, Sky Zoo,
Yeah.
Buckshot.
Uh-huh.
Who I forgot.
Yo, shout out to the Columbus people on there, man.
Middle Child.
The Liquid Crystal Project, you know, the whole crew, man. We got everybody involved in this.
Okay. All right. Did you get Jessica in it?
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
That. You know, it's an issue.
But
Okay.
Jessica has been on several of my
I have
records.
several of his
Okay.
records. I
And we're gonna
have
have we
it.
have more work to do.
Okay, so this is what I want to do. This is how we're going to end the show. I wanted Sear and Pap to see Jessica do this because maybe she
Okay,
could be
word up.
maybe she could be a guest on their shows.
I
It's
agree.
all good.
See what they did
So-
right there? Y'all feel used, huh?
So I got the record out. It's a rock and roll punk rock record, but I'm a poet.
Okay.
So I'm gonna poet. So
Okay.
this is No Dead Goats. It's my next book that's coming out. This is for Amiri Baraka, who
Okay.
helped raise up a lot of us. Are you a shout or a holler? A 3-bar, 12, or 8-bar blues? Depends on what year you enter this language. This atmosphere will hold the sunlight and daybreak and heartaches. This is a blues for the anchor dreamer, a work song, a black nerve, freedom spiritual, a whisper of code, a declaration of sovereignty, an antebellum blues, a 125th Street rumble beneath your walk. Still felt the after hours, the entrance point, uptown, the boogie down Bronx. Maybe your head nod is 50 years old. Maybe you a 1968 sober. Rest in real lyrics, Dave, the Dove. The stakes is still high here. J Dilla, Tribe, KRS, Big L, Run DMC, Rakim, Nas, Lauren, Missy Elliott, Bahamadia, Left Eye, Lady Bud, Mecca, Pharaoh, Outkast, Killer Mike, T.I., Black Star, the cassette tape, the breakdance, the graffiti, the DJ, Baten, DMX, Zaki, Morrison, Sekou, Betty Davis, Ruby, and Ozzy. No Dead Goats. It's in the water. It's in the secret handshake. It's in the undertow. It's in the forgotten stories. Welcome, ancestor Amiri Baraka. Somebody burn the sage. Disguise yourself as anything but yourself. Welcome, survivors. Sway, Talib, J. Rawls, drummers, poets, architects of sound, beatbox, moonwalk, hopscotch, double dutch, just enough, pieces of a man. Gil Scott lives in the lines of our hands. No Dead Goats. Poets of the apocalypse now. Torch bearers for the forgotten. Shout out to the liars. Much love to the letter writers, the organizers, the rebellions. Detroit, Chicago, Newark. How you new Negroes find your freedom without Google? There are no fares to pay. There are no shares, no board of directors, no new age gatekeepers, no NFTs. We're not interested in white silence or heroes for that matter. We are not creative abolitionists, black as French Cadillacs. We are freedom fighters. We did not lie down our bodies in the name of the Holy Ghost. We are not ghosts. We just the ones that never left. We choose to be plowed over, renamed, rebranded. We ban all words beginning with RE except revolution. New is a code word for erasure. Our Father, who art, who draw, who paint, who resurrect colors into black cannon, into spray paint ammunition. They kingdom come. Where you from? Who the water girl? Where's the offerings for Yemaya? When the monarchy gonna melt down all that middle passage pound? Everything they stole from Africa into bright, pretty pearls. For all our illuminated daughters of the diaspora. Now that's the Jane Cortez blues poem. Where's the Spitfire spirituals, the poems about the ones who did not go out peacefully? We didn't ask the water to save us, but water knew. All these fine mermaids were born Atlantic black in 1619. Anina Simone, no dragon, held captive at the bottom of a nightmare ship. We do not want to hear how you saved us. I'm not interested in your gaze. You surprised I'm not here to entertain you? These blues never leave you. This blackness will never betray you. We're here to the finish line of all finish lines, baby. Till eternity. No dead goats. Long live Amiri Baraka.
Jessica Caramore. Standing ovation, man. Standing ovation, man.
That's it.
Caramore. Come on.
Poetry in the building. Detroit in the building.
Yes. I love it.
In the words of Sway, we got a hyena.
We got a hyena. I love that. I think that's a great way to go ahead and let Sear take over from here. But I want to thank y'all.
Thank you, Sway.
J. Ross.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you for your contributions to this culture consistently, and you talking to our kids. Thank you for your service as a teacher, man. You're a bonus parent for these kids, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Okay, and I know you giving them the right nourishment.
Of course.
All right, J. Rawls, give it up for J. Rawls.
Yeah.
Jessica,
Yeah.
thank you for your journey.
Thank you.
Thank you for your
being part of
resilience.
it. You're
Absolutely, I love being. I'm proud to be a part of your journey.
Thank you.
And your energy is always this.
Yeah.
Your energy is always high frequency.
Thank you.
I appreciate you.
Thank
I feel
you.
your aura.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's go.
And Talib Kweli,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Come on, man. Thank you for
Yes, sir.
staying consistent. Thank you for being on those front lines. You don't have to. This man has made a lot of money in his life. Anybody that's
Lunch is on you, baby.
Lunch is on you.
I just told you about we got rich.
We just had this conversation.
You've been touring for 25, 30 years. You got some money in your pocket, brother. All right, but you stay the course.
Yes.
You never compromise yourself. You've been through battles I wouldn't have fought. You've been through battles I wouldn't have fought. Nah, especially the way you fought them. And so I want to say continued success to you.
Thank you, brother.
Keep speaking. Keep writing. This project is incredible. People need to get this project. Say the name of it again.
The confidence of knowing.
There it is,
There
man.
it
Make
is.
sure y'all tune in. Lord Sear is up next. I want to thank y'all for tuning in today. We want to thank DJ Chillax for blessing our Good News Thursday.
Chillax
Yes.
Man,
Chillax was giving me life.
man, he was in the zone today. We want to thank DJ Ted Smooth for
Yeah,
bringing
Ted
the
Smooth
club.
in the building.
And we want to thank DJ DB, Mr. Slow It Down, for just always providing that great soundtrack today to balance off this energy. This interview was live on there. We'll have it posted on Sway's Universe. I ain't going to say today, Ty. I don't want to put that pressure on you. Ty said today, but by tomorrow, we'll, for sure, we'll. Maybe today. Shit, let's get it rocking. Okay, that's Ty right there, PVA, man. You know, he's everywhere now, man. Anything you want to say in closing, bro?
Man, I appreciate y'all, and I'm here for the community, and I'm glad to see Pap and Lord Sear and everybody in the room, and thank y'all for coming out. And Confidence of Knowing on all the DSPs now. Go run that up.
We
All
are
right.
Scorpio.
Okay, get that album as well. All right, and then on that note, we're going to pass it off to Lord Sear. Sear, what you got planned for today's show, man?
With the mic. I got my good friend coming by, Nick Quested, famous director. We gonna talk to him.
Oh, okay. See, look, Sear got stuff going on.
He said, I got guests too.
And on that note,
Wait, real quick, shout out Torch for the watermelon today.
oh yeah, torch for the water. We've been drinking watermelon juice, like from real watermelon from the Congo, off of Congo seeds.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, man. So that. Oh, thank you, Talib. Didn't care. All right, cool. On that note,
It's the blackest thing I heard all day, but
okay. See, you hear what he said, Evan? Shit, it's the blackest thing he heard all day.
Watermelon juice.
go
And
watch
on-
that Curb Your Enthusiasm the watermelon episode.
Oh, okay. I gotta watch that. Okay, and on that note, citizens, we have nothing left to say. Look.